Most people typically feel like debate is this thing that is happening online and that everyone's debating high-profile topics online. In our research, we find that most people are debating with close friends and family members. And this idea that, all these online debates are negative, well, they're debating close family members and friends, and they're doing so not necessarily online, and they end up feeling positive after the debate. Not only that, but we generally overestimate the degree to which and the extent to which people are debating in general. We have a misperception of the landscape of the debate in the US. And here's the thing. When we overestimate how much debate happens, we feel more hopeless about the future. So we ran 3 studies. In the first one, we just had people recall the last debate that they were aware of, and whether it was online or in person, and how they felt. And we found that most people recalled an online debate and they felt negative. So in our next set of studies, we wanted to better understand the true types of debates that people have. We actually listed a bunch of high-profile debate topics. We asked them to select which topics that they had debated, with whom they debated, and how they felt. And interestingly, we found that yes, some of the debate topics were high profile. However, people weren't always debating those. They were debating other low profile topics. Not only that, they were typically debating with family members or close friends, not necessarily debating online. And then when we asked them how they felt positive after having these debates. Counter to this idea, again, that we think negatively about our debates and that we're always debating online. So one of our final studies that we ran, we looked at whether people predict or mispredict how much people are debating. And so we had 2 categories of people, those who had actually experienced debates and those who were predicting the number of debates people actually experienced. And we found that people over-predicted the number of debates that people actually have. Not only that, but when people over-predicted, they felt more hopeless about the future. This is an important factor because one of the key elements of the 2020 elections was that people felt very hopeless. And so if we're overestimating the extent to which people debate, and that overestimation makes us feel more hopeless, then when we have greater clarity on the reality that people aren't always debating, they're not always debating online, on social media, then maybe that helps restore hope in this idea of elections, hope in general, which then might shape election behavior and voting. Our studies are preliminary. The findings are correlational, but the one thing we can do or can start doing is reminding people of the reality, which is that not all debates are negative or leave you feeling negative. And if you keep reminding people of the truth, then they won't have these false realities, and then that might shape more productive dialogue over time, more productive debates that do indeed lead to people feeling more positive, which was the case in the participants that we sampled, that debates leave people feeling more positive.